We bought our house in 2007. Things just started kind of changing.
I've been talking with my friend Luna, and my friend Luna died.
We had Emily. From day one with her, it has been a rough medical journey for her. Her health had deteriorated severely. We don't know why. We've gone through genetic testing, everything, to figure out what was going on with her, and she was slowly dying. She kept insisting on a rotary phone, very specific on it. She said that Luna told her she had to have it for her to continue to talk to her. That's when things kind of changed.
When I told her to talk to Luna on the phone, all of her ghosts told her to come.
When she started telling us that Luna died in school, her limbs were cut off, or her throat was cut. Very just gruesome, dark details to us for a 4-year-old that we thought this isn't normal, this isn't right. And we can't help but think now, I'm sorry, that maybe something's affecting doing this to her.
And they were like watching over me, but I always close my eyes, do my hands like this, and say, just go away. I have my family to watch over me, but every time it doesn't work. And her mom and dad died too, because she has a mom and dad, and she has 2 babies who died too. I have this toy phone up tails, and I pretend I'm really talking to her. And then when I told her to talk to Luna on the phone, like I told her to see ghosts, and his eyes were red. He wasn't flying, so I ran downstairs because I was scared. And when I was coloring on my desk downstairs, I heard somebody talking to this ear and lean on my shoulder saying, Emmy, can I play? Emmy, can I draw with you? Emmy, can I pretty please draw with you? Because it was like 2 times. I heard that voice, 2 of them in my ear, leaning on my shoulder. I'm scared. I don't know what this is. I go to a house in my dreams. Luna. I'm right behind you. I can hear your footsteps. And she said, they're trying to copy your voice and trying to kill you away to a different house. But I want them to go away.
My father had said to him, okay, Michael, we're alone now. What's going on? Let's talk. What's going on with you? And Michael very quickly said to him, we're not alone. And my dad said, what are you talking about? And he said, there's someone out there watching me right now. And he pointed towards the hallway. He called it a very big, tall, dark shadow figure, like shadow person. And that he knows that it's in the middle bedroom, but that it watches him. He drew pictures all the time of a door with these squiggly lines going around the door, and he said that was light. We had Emily. She's right now 5 years old. She was born in December 2012, and she was born prematurely. She was born 8 weeks premature. So from day one with her, it has been a rough medical journey for her. Her health had deteriorated severely. We don't know why. We've gone through genetic testing, everything, to figure out what was going on with her, and she was slowly dying, and we still don't know why it was happening, but her organs started shutting down. Her pancreas completely just deteriorated. And at 3 years old, we consulted at a hospital in Cincinnati Children's Hospital, for her to have a transplant. She had her transplant just after she turned 4. It was an 18-hour surgery. The morning of her transplant in the hospital, it was about 6 a.m. We had just done a prayer vigil around her before she went. At that time, her speech, everything was delayed because of her health, and so her speech wasn't very great. And she named her bear what we thought at the time was Tuna. And we all kind of laughed and got a chuckle out of it, and she went back to surgery. And she wasn't really, didn't really come to have conversation or talk or realize what was going on because she was so heavily medicated and in the ICU for so long. It was about 2 weeks after surgery that we asked her if she wanted Tuna, and she said, no, that's Luna. She named her bear Luna. It was the first time the name Luna ever came. That's when she started telling us, little by little, of her friend Luna. What got us on edge about it was when she started telling us that Luna died in school. Her limbs were cut off. Her limbs were missing. She said she had bandages on her arms. She'd said at one point she was missing a leg and missing an arm, or her throat was cut. Very just gruesome, dark details to us for a 4-year-old that we thought this isn't normal. This isn't right. We kind of let it go because we didn't know if it was imagination at play or if it was medicines or, all the trauma she's been through and experienced. It was Christmas last year. She kept insisting on a rotary phone. We don't even have a landline here for her to even know what a telephone was, but she wanted a rotary style phone. Very specific on it. So Santa brought her a rotary phone. She said that Luna told her she had to have it for her to continue to talk to her. Things just started kind of changing with that. I mean, nonstop about Luna. She has always talked about Luna having babies. Her babies were with her. They were little. They were dead. She would come down the stairs. Mom, did you say my name? Did you call for me? No, I didn't call for you. And that's when she started kind of changing herself. She no longer wanted to be in her room. She doesn't, to this day, she doesn't want to play in her room. She doesn't want to play with her kitchen. She specifically doesn't want to go in her closet. She says that they don't leave her alone. And she would say they don't leave her alone. That they're always talking to her. She doesn't want to be upstairs by herself. We've heard her say, leave me alone, in her sleep, or no in her sleep. We hear it through the baby monitor. The crib rail would actually go down. Her whole bed one night, while she was in it, the whole bulk was out and the whole thing was falling in on her. We used to hear things in the baby monitor when she was in her crib. We used to hear a noise that sounded like it was something opening and closing. We couldn't figure out what it was. And finally figured it out that same noise was this footstool that was in the room, this wooden footstool that had a lid on it. If you open and close it, it was the same noise. Only happened at night. A month ago, mid-June, she told us about a circle in her room. Well, that's where the ghosts come and go from. But it was an all black figure, all dark, and it had all these squiggly lines around it. We need to move forward with something here and figure out what's going on and put an end to this. She doesn't want to be in her room to play anymore. The night that they left, when we brought her down here, everything changed. I mean, it was instant. The vomiting stopped. The pain stopped. She started sleeping through the night. We are not even on her IV feeds anymore, and for the first time in her entire life, she is eating by mouth, solely relying on that. And we can't help but think now, I'm sorry, that maybe something's doing this to her. Now we wonder if it's connected to what's going on here. We don't know.
Just a couple days ago, downstairs, kind of started sort of in the dining room area, and while I was in the kitchen, I couldn't stop the feeling that I had a string or a stray hair or something with a dog, right? Or sometimes I'll shave and miss a little hair. Just so something kept feeling like I had this stray hair or string or something, and couldn't get it away. I was taking my glasses off, right? I was trying to figure out, couldn't get it away. So I asked my wife. I said, "Could you come here and look?" I said, I feel like I've got a string. I feel like there's something on me." She looked everywhere. She couldn't figure it out. I was like, "I don't see anything," and I hadn't made any connections at all. And she's like, "Well, you feel like cobweb string?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's exactly what it feels like." And so I think Emmy was with me or near me at the time. My wife was downstairs as well. They kind of left and went away, and I just still couldn't shake it. And it was probably a handful of minutes, 5 minutes, I guess, and then went away. And it wasn't abnormal. It's something I've felt before, but the intensity of it and the length of it was different enough that I had noticed and mentioned something about it. So that was definitely a recent occurrence of something that was very odd. My father passed away a couple years ago, and I think it was about a year ago. I was sitting here on the couch watching TV, and very, very plainly remember a shadow of some shadow or a figure in my peripheral vision, right about the hallway area. Not long enough that by the time I had turned my head to see what was there was nothing there. But it wasn't even just the visual; it was just the feeling that I had after the visual that there was something there. I mean, literally moved me to tears. It was that strong of a visual. I definitely feel differently in Emily's room when I go in there, especially in her closet. I don't know the right words for it, but there's and partially could just be myself, but heart's racing more and just feel more in tune with the fact that something seems different in there. But there's definitely been times when doors that were fairly insistent were latched shut would open. Just little stuff like that my wife had mentioned earlier, the gate had come open, that we were pretty sure that thing's latched and it's not coming open unless you're touching it. I'm definitely a believer in all of this stuff. A lot of the ghost shows on TV, right? We try to, if we do watch them, we stick to some of the ones that are a little more evidence-based and not as, some of them are pretty outrageous, but still always try to kind of find explanations for why for things. But there's definitely stuff that has happened here that we don't have any explanations for. I mean, we've definitely had occurrences where there'll be noises and maybe not as loud as a dish crashing or what she's had, but enough that it alerts you, and so she's like, you go look, go see what that is, right? Or even in Emily's room, go see what that noise was, and there's nothing there. The one that I really remember the most was when her crib had it had a little half gate, so you could put the gate down and go in and change or do whatever you need to do. So it was a little half gate, and the same thing, it had latches on it, and the half gate was latched when we put her to bed, like it was every night, and heard a noise, it went up there and it was open. So there's definitely noises.
The only way it opens is if you push this button, lift, and it opens. And it completely, and when you close it, it's latched. It doesn't just swing open or not accidentally close all the way. And this is, oh baby, that's the gate that opened the night my husband and I were sitting on the couch.
I was in here drawing, and that's when I heard a voice. I was in here drawing.
So this is the room that our oldest also does not, he won't even come in here if he doesn't have to. So that's the tray that was on the floor.
I think it was right here, and it must have pulled it like that. I think it's like that. I think. I don't know where it was. That was really at that moment.
So this is our middle son's room, and this is where he had the experience of, he was sitting on his bed playing Xbox, and the tray had shifted across, not significantly across the floor, had shifted enough that he saw it move. So, and this is where he has felt most comfortable, but he does talk about his bedroom door opening and closing. And this is the only room that she has told us that she sees the police officer
He was standing like
and
right
coach.
here. He was like standing right here and just looking at me like this.
Just stand there looking at you?
Yeah, just.
He never said anything?
So I was just ran downstairs. I was like, oh God, that's scary. I'm gonna run downstairs. Probably he was right here because I saw TV on too. Like, his TV was on.
Okay.
He wasn't flying though. He was just standing here.
Just stand?
Yeah, he just standing here turning around me. Like, oh God. He looked like a coach and a policeman. Like he had a hat, he had a badge right here, but he had a whistle right here hanging.
Yeah, she
So
did.
that way
I don't
he-
remember her telling us about the hat or the badge, but she very specifically said he had a whistle. So you were dreaming and you saw the dark circle in your room.
Yeah. I was dreaming of.
But you don't know where at in your room.
I was dreaming of playing Slurry in the backyard, and that Todd was like, what happened to my dream? And that's pop, 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 pop. That's all the ghosts popped in my dream. I was like, oh God, that's creepy. I have to wake up. No, now I'm not going to fall asleep.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I was like, I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm not going to fall asleep at all. Like, I was like, nope, not going to sleep. So I was trying to stay awake. And I was just keeping trying to stay awake. Because it was like all the time.
Did you hear that? Something hit the freaking wall.
Well, go up there. Come on. Did you set up an alarm?
Baby monitor. Sounded like to me it came from back there though.
He's walking back here.
Sooner we get stuff set up, sooner we get started.
There's walking back here.
Okay, let's go.
Just go back here real quick, Josh.
Feel that breeze?
It is colder in here.
Yeah. It's in here.
Whoa.
It's in here.
Whoa.
Did you hear that talking behind me?
Yeah.
Sound like somebody said I am. It is a lot colder in here.
Who's behind me? Can you walk up here and touch my shoulder?
Okay, let's get stuff
Oh,
set.
here.
Okay, so we're at a residence here in Indiana. The family have been experiencing all kinds of strange activity in the house, dealing with illnesses. So we're going to see what we can document on audio and video and hopefully experience some of the same things and figure out what's going on inside this house. Earlier when we were setting up, Sean heard what he thought was banging upstairs. We've got a baby monitor upstairs in the little girl's bedroom. This is the phone that she said Luna talks through. So if we sit up by the baby monitor, put that off like that. If we pick up any voices. My name's Josh, this is Rocky and Sean. We've got a device upstairs. If you make a noise, we can hear you. It's probably like a ceiling fan or something. Luna, can you communicate with us, please? Let's just start upstairs and work our way. If there are any spirits inside this house, please come forward and communicate with us. Can you give us a sign of your presence?
There's something talking out here.
Where at?
Sound like it's to the right.
This room definitely feels colder. But I don't know if it always feels colder. Are you in this room?
Is it outside or is it in here?
I don't hear anything.
You didn't hear it?
Luna, are you up here right now? Who is the spirit that communicates back and forth with Emily?
Did you hear that?
Can you knock on something and give us a sign? I didn't move. I didn't move. Luna? I wonder if it actually rings. Stick this somewhere so it's not next to that clock. Okay, so we got the baby monitor in here. We get an alarm. So if something comes in here, it's going to set that off. So I say we just go out of this room, maybe go downstairs to the living room, and just kind of hang out for a minute and see what noises we can hear. If you're upstairs, can you pick up the phone? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Who are you? Tell us your name. Take a camera and this ghost box up to the bedroom.
Alright, so I'm up here in the bedroom. Josh sent me up here. Got the rotary phone on the floor. Trying to figure out, why Emily's getting so scared. Luna, if you're up here, can you give me a sign? If that phone rings, I'm out of here. Okay. Sounds like there's talking coming from another bedroom. Luna, was you in the hospital with Emily? Oh, Josh. Did you guys hear that?
What was it?
Oh, Josh. Did you guys hear that?
What was it? Keep asking questions.
No, it sounded like it came from that closet.
Well, open the closet door and
No, that was not a little girl.
Just keep talking to it.
Luna, was you in the hospital with Emily? You're trying to scare me. You're doing a dang good job of it. Can you show yourself? Luna, do you change your voice? At first I heard it sounded like something trying to answer me, but it was so faint, it was like it was coming from another room. But then that other voice, it sounded like that graspy growling, and where you couldn't make it out, but it was just like, but even deeper, and it sounded like it was coming straight from that closet. I mean, right behind me. Yeah, you set up in that room, you can hear voices. Now I'm telling you, when you walk in there, especially by yourself, it feels like there's 1,000 eyes on you just watching you.
is there any spirits that can communicate with me? Who's the spirit that keeps coming and talking to Emily? Are you in the closet over there? Luna, can you come in here with me? How'd you die? John, what did you do for a living? Is there somebody that's hiding in the closet? Luna in the closet? Uh-oh. Alright, it's in the closet right now. Something just walked through there and set it off. Hey Josh, something's moving up here. Yeah. Alright, so right now, out in the hall, there's something out there making noise. Like a walking right now. You come in here with me?
We'll run some tests up here and see if we get any high EMF readings. You can see right now, it's pretty baseline at 0. We'll get next to plugins. So right now, it's going off again. Here's not even, but you gotta, oh, something just went by you, right out of the closet.
What?
That alarm went off in the closet, and something went right out of there.
Where'd it go?
Towards your feet. I got it on video.
Oh, shit.
I mean, the thing is, with everything she's went through, that'd scare the crap out of anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, she could be more connected to the other side,
Mm-hmm.
after what she's been through.
I mean, my thing is, if it was only her dealing with this stuff, then, yeah, I could see, could it be, like Josh said, could it be medicine? Could it be, everything she's been through in life? But when you got the boys seeing it, and like you said, the boy saw it prior to her.
Yeah, so I mean, something's got to be in here. It's just maybe when everything took place with her, maybe that's where her connection, she got real sensitive.
That's why I think there is something in here. I don't think it's evil, even though it scared the living shit out of me earlier. But what's most spirits do when somebody new comes in? It tries to scare them,
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, you ain't supposed to be in here.
Lena, are you in here?
Where did you die?
Can you tell us your name? Can you leave? Are you a man or woman?
Man.
Can you see us? Can you leave this house? What do you want from this family? Did you die inside this house? Is there a woman inside this house?
You want to put those blankets on our bed? They kind of worry me a little. What? What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, sound like a kid.
What?
If there's any spirits in this room with us, Rose is going to be drawing a picture Can you give her a sign or an image?
I hear that you like to draw with Emmy. And that you stand behind her and watch her color. What I think you would like to draw is this door. See, this is light. And this is the door. Do you see the door? Would you open the closet, Josh? I heard something in there, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be afraid. We're not here to hurt anyone. But see this door that I'm drawing? I bet you've seen this door before. I'm going to give you a minute to come out and see it. Did you ever wonder what was on the other side of the door? Does somebody keep you from going over there? Do you hear that?
I thought I heard like a kid crying.
Do you want me to keep coloring? We're here to help you get through that door. Can you give me a sign? Tell us somehow that you see this door? If you're in the closet, you want to come out, we're not going to hurt you. There's 2 of them. I want you to see this door. Not just this one, but the one that you see that I can't see. And I want you to walk over to the door. And don't be afraid to open it up. I want you to look for that door and the light behind it and not be afraid. You need to be on the other side of that door. That's where some really wonderful things are. You're stuck here. You need to be on the other side of the door. Emmy's waiting for you to go where you need to be. You need to be on the other side of that door. People that you know will be on the other side of the door. Family, things that you always loved, but you're missing now. Because Emmy has a family. And they're going to take care of her. Things are going to change here tonight, so you don't want to stay here. You want to go through that door.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we ask that any and all spirits, evil and kind, move away from this house, go towards the light, and be at peace. In the name of Jesus Christ, I seal off this room, symbolized by this cross.
Oh, look at that.
Did you hear that?
Cool?
Hey. Hello? Something went out the front door.
Well, maybe the adult male that was here,
Maybe he just left.
maybe he just left.